Okay, today I want to talk about why I run. I've been seeing these videos go around on YouTube. People are posting all these different higher profile channels and even lower profile channels talking about why they run, their why for being a runner. Well, let me just tell you this. I'm not really a runner. I don't consider myself a runner. I do run every day. But let me just talk about a little bit of how it started and what it has become. So the first time that I really embraced running, I was 17 years old, and I was significantly overweight, like 80 pounds overweight. And I used it as a means to burn extra calories. My goal was to lose the weight, finally. I had been overweight my entire childhood, and I wanted to finally be free of that burden. And I started running on a treadmill. And I never really ran that much. I remember thinking that 2 to 3 miles was a longer run for me. That was like pushing it. That was, I would run just about every day. And like I said, the reason then, the why then, was for weight loss. And basically, I lost the weight in a matter of 4 months. I changed my diet. I was running every day. I was lifting weights. And over a pretty short period of time, I dropped the weight and got down into the 150s. I was like 230 pounds at the time. I got down to the 150s. And it was the most in shape I'd ever been in my life. But once that happened, I didn't embrace running in the same way. I would run here and there, and then eventually just stopped doing it altogether. I got into weight training and bodybuilding, and if I did any kind of cardio, it was like elliptical trainer or walking. And that was just to burn extra calories, just like the running was. But I almost had a disdain for running. I started disliking it. And through the next, I'd say almost 15 years, I didn't run. I didn't run at all. Like I said, I had a distaste. I would criticize running. Oh, why do I need to do running? Why do I need to run? I'll just lift faster if I want to, get some cardiovascular training. But let me tell you about the why, the reason I run now. And like I said, the only reason I don't consider myself a runner is because I never was a runner. I guess I really could now consider myself a runner. I run every day. I completed my first marathon about a month ago. And so I guess you could say I am a runner now. Now, the reason why I run now is completely different from the why when I was 17. And a lot of people my age, I'm 35, would probably say they run for the health benefits or whatever else. I don't know. Maybe it is to lose weight for a lot of people, keep their body composition in check, which it does work for that. It does work. It works very well for me for that because I'm able to consume more calories and still keep my weight in check. But the reason that I run, it all started about a year and a half ago. I was reading David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me, and it kind of lit a fire in me. And it wasn't just because David Goggins was a runner, but it was the whole mentality of doing things that you dislike to callous the mind, becoming mentally tough in order to face the rest of your life with courage, to face the day-to-day bullshit and have it roll off your shoulders. If you can do difficult things on a regular basis, you definitely build some mental toughness. And that was the entire goal, and it still remains my why for running. I run because it's difficult. I run because it makes me mentally tough, and it de-stresses me for the rest of the day. Once I've done something extremely difficult, like running outside when it's 95 degrees, you know, running a 10K or half marathon in the blistering heat, sweating out everything I have in me, other problems seem to melt away. The other problems that you encounter throughout the day seem very minuscule. Things that would have been big before become small. And that is my why. That is why I run. To remain mentally tough, to constantly challenge myself. And I do other things as well. I do high-intensity workouts. These things are to, like, I'm not in the mode where I'm just trying to build muscle anymore. Or I'm not trying to run a marathon at a record pace, you know. The only reason I'm doing it, like, it may work out that I'm able to run a marathon, which I did. I'm able to run half marathons. I'm able to compete in things like this, but that's not really my reason. My reason is solely, it's personal, you know. It's just to make me a more mentally tough person so I can face life, you know, head on every day. And I know that with discipline, the discipline of doing these things I dislike, I may not run every single day, but I'm doing something either physically or mentally difficult every single day, something that requires discipline to do. And doing those things makes me a stronger person. And that is why I run.